Hi guys, Maikeru here. This is my Guthixian Cache guide. Guthixian Caches are a fast and efficient way to train divination. This is just going to be a short guide going into what a Guthixian Cache is, how good it is, and why you should do it. I personally did Guthixian Caches both on my main and my skiller, near enough all the way to 80 divination to unlock invention. Guthixian Caches only last for 10 minutes, and when you get high enough level and good enough at Guthixian Caches, they normally don't take much longer than 6 minutes to complete. Going by this time, you can get some insane XP per hour just doing Guthixian Caches every day, as they don't take up much time at all, even if you spend the whole 10 minutes in there. Guthixian Caches also scale with level, so they're really good at low levels, but they're really good at high levels as well. Definitely a really good thing to add to your dailies. So let's get into the video. So what are caches? These are a D&D you can do and gain 200 points in per day to obtain really good divination XP quickly and easily. The times for this are every XX on the hour. This means that 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, etc. exactly on the hour the Guthixian Cache will open up. It will open up at any divination colony on that hour, which I'll show you after this clip. You can also obtain the Guthixian Cache buff every third hour, which will let you deposit all of the memories in your inventory. Sometimes when depositing memories normally, this means it will speed up your XP per hour just by dunking them in with a proc chance. So if you can get super lucky and it does it on the first one, you can get a really big XP drop and then go back to harvesting wisps. There are no requirements for this minigame, so you can literally start it at level 1 divination. Although when low level you are limited and it is harder to get points, but you could do it as many times as you want in a day to get those 200 points. Level 1 unlocks the tiny memories and the ancient automatons that give 1 point each. Level 45 unlocks raw memories and confused automatons, which both give 2 points. And level 85 unlocks large memories and enraged automatons that both give 3 points. The Children of Mar quest also gives an extra unlock. This unlocks ancient memories, which look just like large memories, except for they're a different colour and they're more of a pinky purple colour, and they give 4 points each. You can get a maximum of 100 points here per game. This means you can cap your caches by doing 2 max point caches in a day, which will give you your 200 points. This will give you the most XP as a reward and becomes easier to obtain at higher levels too, when you can do the better memories and the better automatons. But say you get 70 on your first cache, 70 on your second cache and 60 on your last one, you'll still get 200 points. It will just take you 3 caches instead of 2. But the more points you get in a cache, the more XP you'll get at the end. Also, if you hit 100 points, you can leave the cache early in order to still get your XP and the cache buff at the end, even if you leave a little early, which then saves you some time. Also remember that you can use daily D&D reset tokens from the treasure hunter on this, so you can obtain 400 points in one day. This means you can get even more experience if you have those reset tokens. So more about the cache buff just quickly. The Memorial to Guthix has a unique perk you can unlock and activate that allows you to bottle up your Guthixian Cache buff for later use. The buff is super helpful. The buff has that proc chance to dump all your memories in at once, which is really useful to speed up XP per hour. But not only that, the buff also gives a chance to get 2 times the resource from your divine locations, so it's also really good with divine locations. So this means that if you do your caches on the 3rd hour to get the buff, so for example 3 AM, 6 AM, 9 AM, 12 PM and then etc. you can save the buff up to use all at once if you have this Memorial to Guthix perk. You can get 20 minutes worth of buff if you get 100 points, so say you get the 100 points 6 times, you can then have 120 minutes of this buff stored. Feel free to click on screen to go to my Memorial to Guthix guide. It's also really helpful for divination anyway, so if you don't know how to do the Memorial to Guthix or haven't started, I'd definitely advise doing so. There will also be a link in the description for mobile users. So as you can see, the cache has just opened up and I can enter the cache from my divination colony. Once you're in the cache, make sure to take your weapons and shields or whatever you have in your offhand off so you can pick up the memories. Looking around the room, there's plenty of different memories. You have the raw memories, which are the 45 ones. You have the tiny memories, which you can do at any level. You have the large memories that are 85 plus, and the ancient ones that are after the Children of Marquest. So to start with, I'm just going to pick up some of the memories and take them into the middle. A very useful spell here is Surge, as you can really easily get to the middle with Surge, and not to mention it can jump over some of the automatons that are trying to knock the stuff out of your hands. So if I just ran here, I'll get knocked this out of my hand, and that's not a good thing. So obviously now I can't get it to the middle and I'll have to pick up a new one. So you just need to dodge those automatons as much as possible. That's why Surge comes in so handy. I like doing the memories quite a lot, as it often really helps bump up your points. Although if you go to this statue of Crest and click it, you can turn yourself into a Crest bot. Once in this form, you can easily subdue these automatons. The enraged ones require 85, these normal ancient ones require 1 divination, and then the confused ones require 45. So all you gotta do is run around and subdue as much as you can. Sometimes when there's multiple other Krez, it can be a bit difficult, and if it does get too difficult, you can click on the statue again and turn yourself back into a person. So if you do struggle to get some points because there's too many Krezes, just simply take yourself out of the Krez form, like I'm going to now, and put yourself back, and then your cooldown will start. You have a 60-second cooldown before you can become a Krez statue again. As you can see in my minigame tab, my Krez cooldown right now is at 40 seconds. These abilities that you unlock also help. They give different bonuses depending on the ability, and you need to do actions in order to unlock them. So as you can see, my 2x multiplier has just come up. These buffs don't share between the memories and the Krezes, so it's good to just use them as much as possible. As you can see, I surged through the automaton to save myself getting hit to utilise this 2x points. So this big memory gave me 3 instead of 6. So now that I'm ready to become a Krez statue again, you want to check how many Krez are currently active. At the moment, Krez currently active is 3. So I do not want to become a Krez when there's already 3 active. So I'll wait until that goes down and then become a Krez. I've now got the immunity buff and the 2x buff, which means I can activate the immunity so I cannot get hit by any of the automatons. So if there isn't many Krezes or there's lots and lots of automatons around you, you can save this immunity charge and use that, and it lasts about 15 seconds. That way you won't get hit for the duration of it. As you can see, there's only 1 Krez left, so I'm going to turn myself into a Krez with the statue. This way I should be able to get some good amount of points, as I'm one of the only Krez and there's only me and this guy up. You also get a 2x multiplier in the Krez form, so it's good to activate that when you have some good automatons close by, like a confused or an enraged, if you can do those. The other buff for Krez lets you subdue all of the automatons that are up at the same time. This can really help rack in some extra points if you need them. So if I make myself a Krez, I have the subdue all automatons button. So I just used the subdue all the automatons buff, which then allowed me to get an extra 8 points. So I just need 2 more points and then I complete this cache. Now that I've completed the cache, I can just run into the middle, right click, exit cache, and I'm out with my 100 points. At level 92 Divination, it gave me a 58,000 XP drop, which got me to 93 Divination. Caches are definitely an amazing way to level up Divination. Thanks for watching everyone, hope you enjoyed this simple but useful video. A lot of people don't do Guthixian Caches, and everyone should because they're just so good. Give it a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new for future content like this, other guides, progression, etc. Feel free to join my friends chat Maikeru. Goblin Slayers with a Z clan is open to everyone and anyone. We're growing strong, so that's always nice to hear. Feel free to join in the awesome community. The Discord is now open, the link will be in the description, so if you fancy chatting on voice communications you can go there as well. And until next time, see ya.